Hey guys, George and I just played a game and we're about to review it, and we thought you might like to see what went on. It wasn't more than 6 months ago. I don't know how to say it graciously. George wasn't as great a player as he is now. He is playing really good. We decided to play some serious games. You probably saw the last one. But he was distracted, so I almost won. But this time he played serious. I didn't stand a chance the whole time. Let's take a look. Standard stuff, tricky stuff. This white formation has a lot of flexibility. It used to be a thing years ago. There's a couple of responses. This is the strongest.
Do you think it's a little on the slow side to play that lance?
To play here.
Yeah, it did feel a touch slow.
Yeah, one could say that. On the other hand, what's the alternative?
Yeah, I mean, initially I was thinking Q18, but then you just shot me in the corner, right?
Yeah, cuttable and everything. This let's call this standard for now. Not look at all the variations. But from here, if black plays away, this puts his group. I have gives me life. I get the points in the corner and have a future against his group. So the correct play is to take the corner. When you do that, white's left with nasties.
Mm-hmm.
What George did was Atari first, giving me thickness.
Yeah.
I considered this a great benefit to me. And then he lives. That's a big difference. I'm thin, I'm thick. Pretty big difference. So now with confidence, I feel like I can play away and not even consider worrying about it. But well, let me take a 3-3. But I haven't done that. Let's see what happens. He appropriately plays away and on the right side, because the bottom is his wall that isn't supported with a base. It's not weak, but that's where white's going to try to put his efforts. And this 0-3 snuffs it out. Okay. A lot of times I don't mind living like this, but in this case, white is doing nothing at all, just surviving. So I went ahead and lived more securely. Black takes the corner. This is very nice. Now it is Gote. Let's look at the Sente version. Yes, I'm going to respond to that. Are we seeing a problem here? I don't see that black has created a weakness, because no way white can come after that stone with any strength. So I don't see how this can't necessarily be better. So if we say that in the game you lost almost 20 points, then A, being slow, is worth 4 of them. You giving me the thickness at B, maybe another 4, so that's a stone already. I'm just being intuitive here, but that's my feeling. These add up.
So A, you really consider a mistake? I was thinking that also if you respond, say F15, I didn't really like that exchange. Although I guess it does help me kind of with the invasion later, doesn't it? So I'm not quite sure what to think of that move.
Did you just say that you're not sure about this because it helps me on the top?
No, I was saying that if I play D18.
D18, yeah.
D18, and then you respond, say F15, which is kind of what I was expecting.
Sorry, did you just say, I'm going to give you control? Could you show me? Because I'm still not getting it.
So after I was expecting this kind of move from white,
Huh?
and I was thinking, oh, perhaps this exchange is just good for white. But then I guess it does leave some kind of RG for here for black for later.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. But do
Okay.
you think that D18 move is slow? That's my question.
Okay. First, let's make a couple definitions. Oh, is this move a mistake? Well, if it is, then 90% of our moves are all mistakes because they're lacking in at least a half a point. So does the stone lack in point values? Yeah. Is it a mistake? Mistake. Absolute life, great strength, good points, good attack later. What's the problem? It's a little slow. Allows white to start gaining some ground.
Yeah. And I
I
guess
think
if
mistake is
you
too
could,
strong a term.
yeah, and you could say that move is not defending black. It's putting pressure on the F17 stone, but that's not a white group, right? That's a single stone.
Good.
So we're not attacking that stone.
Yeah. He
And
just said a great thing. I'm sorry, I'll let you finish first.
I was going to comment on whether it's a big area or not. I guess it is a corner. I mean, that has some size to it. But for example, the bottom is, I would say, a bigger area to play than the taking a corner.
Okay. I agree with everything you just said, and it's important, so I'm going to repeat it. Is the A group weak? No, not in the slightest. As a matter of fact, it's 2-1 in black's favor. There's no weakness there.
Yeah.
So he wasn't defending. Okay. Next, is the C stone weak? Well, this applies pressure, and it is an attack in that white can no longer go in that direction. But it's not a forcing move. I can walk away. So it's a weak attack. Next, George says, I'm taking area 1, but I realize now something like area 2 is way bigger. So on each point, we see this black move lacking. Yeah. So I'm being more confident. I'm almost ready to call it a mistake.
But yeah, you said it attacks that stone, but could you also say that actually we can't consider it an attack because it's a single stone? It's not a group.
It attacks the stone, not the group. Yes.
Okay.
And white indeed walked away saying, please feel free, take it. I don't care if it's not a group. Go ahead and attack it. Yeah. So it does attack, but doesn't attack anything important right now.
Yeah.
Now, the forcing move, still great on points, but I'm sorry, I'm not going to ignore that. Your next move is too powerful and absolute. And now you are attacking, playing in a big area. Excellent combination. Okay. I want to start doing something on the bottom, so I'm going to start here. The standard sequence to get things going.
This I found very difficult to know how to answer.
Yeah. I also find it difficult because AI keeps saying your A group is fine. Stop worrying. And yet I understand that intellectually, but still on an emotional level, I'm concerned. And that's what your move suggests you were concerned. But why? You're not weak. What are you doing? Building the bottom? That's nothing. Also, you're handing me some points that I value.
Yeah.
Let's look at some other ideas. I don't want you connecting. I think there's some possibilities here. This sort of thing. You're building the left nicely, and you're still fine on the bottom. That's an idea that I'm possibly comfortable with. This is sure scary, my group on the right. Not that it's a big area or defense. How about this one? You played that later. That's a pleasant move. Or how about just coming in? That might be best. Simpler, just easy, big area, nice attack. You'd love to capture the stone. Yeah.
I want to ask you, in the opening, I mean, it doesn't have to be from that position, but if black were to invade in the top side, I would find it very difficult to know how to choose a specific placement. I was thinking at L17 at some point, but then I realized N18 is not a full option for health, so I probably wouldn't play E.
Yeah, right.
And I guess if we play
First, you're
C,
so
we have
strong. You're more and more
yeah.
able to put your thoughts into clear words. Very nice. Yeah. George just said, this might not be so safe a stone because my next move, just absolute dead end. Therefore, this is not what you call a valid health move of health. So this could get into some trouble. Yeah, I agree. Very nice. So the question is, which of these? Did I get the question right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
First, and so much of this is for the audience, notice we didn't mark any fourth line stones. How come? The invasion is easy. We're not afraid of being surrounded, and we're here to attack. Fourth line will be reducing. We don't want to reduce this. We want to attack it, that stone. Okay. So our immediate thought is the F stone, but we're totally looking at the G group because it has no particular eyes at the moment. So I'm going to say I'm thinking of if my second move is here. So let's just put the first move down here. Okay. Let's go put the first move down there. That's K. That's D. And we'll have white. I'm going to have white defend here just so we can look at the top. Boom. If black says, no, I want to live, is that life? No, not at all. Okay. So I'm thinking this black move is a valid attack. That's how I'm saying, so far I'm liking D. Haven't made any conclusions yet. I've only taken care of the right side of the D stone. Looks good to me. Sound okay?
Yeah. My only thing is that from D, I'm thinking is the knight's movement a valid option? You're saying you believe it's to be an attack.
So George is saying, yeah, but isn't this still not valid? I agree. So when it comes to the attack, I like it. When it comes to has black played a safe move, I don't really think so. Which leads us back to C. And we still have a good next move because he's not getting two eyes, he's getting an eye. So still valid. So when I'm going through this, I'm saying, I start with E, no good. D, oh, it looks good on the right. Oh, but still, and I start working out the different things. And it's like, well, C, if we catch the A stone, that's a nice size capture. If he goes for life, B still puts the white stones at one eye. I'm now so bold as to make a conclusion. I'm going to play C. C's best. Good enough?
Yeah, they're great. Thank you.
You really came up with some great criteria there.
So as soon as you didn't respond to this move, I regretted it. Yeah.
The idea doesn't bother me. Let's put it down with the idea down with the better move, which would be here. I'm still on the wrong button. Just a second. Okay. White is officially concerned about the bottom of the board. White's officially concerned this is not a small move in the slightest. So I would say this is big enough to play. Seems that way. And I feel that we have to, because we just gave white profit on the left. For what? If we don't play, it was for nothing. If we do play, it's for a lot. So I would feel that we have to. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Here. Yeah. Hard for you to take a lot on the bottom just yet. Yeah. I can't afford to defend. So you can cut the safe stone off. But I've really got my eye on the B group. Even though the stone B was Sente, still, I really feel that I have a future here. Boom. I think I'm doing a lot here. Now, granted, you're getting some cash, but I'm getting an attack going. I can double Hane this sucker.
I didn't like this move after I played it.
Well, if you end up with Sente, it's a great move.
Hmm.
And I don't see why you shouldn't.
Okay.
So you can just play here at A and it was Sente. And that eventually happens. You pause for this to get your group out first. Yes. Oh, audience, pay attention to this. Well, he has to do that because of this and that. Well, really? Oh, then I'll just cut him. Oh, I can connect home. All of a sudden, black could be in a world of hurt. This happens all the time. So what do? First things first, get your group out, then start attacking. I cannot tell you how many times I've been hurt before the pro finally says, have you learned your lesson yet? Like, okay, one thing at a time, get out to health, then start fighting. I want to fight first, right? Okay. That was a great move, George. That's a great move.
Yes. It really bothered me that you could always come back and connect.
Yeah.
It was so frustrating because my options just narrowed so much just because you always had that in your back pocket.
Yeah. Okay, so any move like this, I'm simply behind. So this move, now we see a weak black group on the bottom left. It's like I'm playing this attack, but this is kind of a one move to attack. No, I want more than one. This one's for free. And now, okay, two moves to attack. I feel a lot better about that because you're not that weak. Nice. Can I push and cut here? I didn't even consider it.
I did read it out. I'm pretty sure I read it out.
Yeah, it's not a heck of a lot I can do here. Okay.
Yeah.
And I would play here even if I could cut because this is it's just weak. So I have to play here first. Get out to safety, build some points. Oh, those points are nice.
I was thinking about the timing of E2. It didn't feel quite right because when I jump at J11, I'm kind of, the only reason I'm playing that jumping move is to kind of to make a base in the center, right?
Yeah.
Because the A exchange with K13 only helps you. So I think I'm only playing that move in order to actually gain some stability in the center. But then if I come back at E2 and you say no, I can't connect, then
yeah. So you're saying,
well, for example, if I play E2 and you allow me to connect, there was no need for me to make that exchange on top.
oh, nicely said.
So I should have played the E2 first, I think. If I played it at
yeah,
full.
very sensitive to that timing. Very nice. But since you didn't, fixing your shape first and then getting on with business, right? So you play here and you go, I think that's not quite right. So I'm going to get this in Sente and then get my shape going. Okay, now I'm ready. Sounds good.
Yeah, but also the E2. Yeah. I thought the E2 worked. I didn't realize that I didn't see that move. So that's why I played it, because I thought, okay, I
Oh,
can
I
keep you
see.
separate. And I didn't see that move. Yeah.
I see. So if you split, there could be some issues, the whole black group. So
Sure.
I liked the timing. Maybe it was by accident, but I liked it.
Yeah.
Now that you've done that, A is very helpful in getting out, possible second eye. B gives me my base. I got stuff going on the left, in the center, on the right. I'm good enough to start the next thing. I like it. Now let's imagine a black stone here. Oh, I'm coming in. Well, it's kind of deep, right? Well, to prepare, what if we play this first? Oh, the home looks better immediately. So what I'm saying is your move feels like preparation for invading. It did to me. If I live, it's going to be so small and you're going to get Sente, and I don't see a hope for the game. And my A-B relationship is non-existent. So I'm sacrificing in order to get that relationship together.
Okay, so that was a sacrifice from the beginning. Yeah, I didn't really see it until you played P10. I didn't see that you were going to sacrifice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now I ended up living there, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to do a little counting. In area 1, if I'd stayed there, I would have ended up with, let's just say, 2 points. It was going to be kind of pitiful. Now that black gets it, I'm going to call it real points. I think you ignored twice for me to live there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 25-ish, plus my 220. So less than 30. So the capture, a little under 30. What did I get? I took area 3 and grew it further into area 4. I haven't counted it, but that's got to be 25. In Sente, giving me this one, I think it's bigger for me to sacrifice than it is to save them, just point wise. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I like what I'm growing here. Wow. I thought when I looked at this, actually, when I saw you move, I'm like, I'm ahead. And I counted, I go, oh, I'm not ahead. I'm 15, 20 points down. And I look around, where can I get that? Where it's just in game, basically. So this is me pretending. My ace stones are actually a little bit weak because they're like 3 in a row, right?
Yeah,
So this
true.
supports them. Actually, my whole perimeter AB was at this point questionable, and this tidies up. Thirdly, when I capture that stone, things start happening.
Yeah, as we'll
So
see
I thought
later.
it was worth a move. And you're like, great, that might all be true, but I'm not sensing anything urgent. I'm coming in here, buddy. Okay. I want to honey again, and I think I can, but I'm not going to. Okay.
I think that was the time Suji. I was already running out of time, so
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
and
You
here
let it go?
I felt like I was a little ahead, so I played this move
Yeah.
as a declaration of winning.
Yeah. That's a fine idea, yeah. Because that's it, right? That spot. If I use my new position to do something there, I might start catching up. And if you try to do more than that, you're leaving Aji. And the point is to clean it up. So I think it was perfect. I really like it. And I start the attack. And I'm getting a little bit hopeful. Oh, I'm getting a little hopeful.
This got so interesting.
And I'm like, have I done it? And I'm like, oh, it's close. Now, watching you play through this series, I'm like, he's actually seeing everything I'm seeing. I couldn't believe it. You were calm and focused. If I'd got you a little flustered, I think I would have got you. Okay, so it'll all show itself when you play here, which is like, I'm sorry, what's that? What are you doing? Now you're preparing the cut. Okay. So I went here.
I think so I played that move, and then I thought I was very glad when you played your move here. I think I should have played C12 because
D12. D12. Gotcha.
No, I sorry, exactly for black. Yeah, I think I should have played C12.
Right.
And I felt like you had an option to keep me separated.
Yeah. Well, let's look first if I don't play this move. So where are we? We're white, black. Okay. If I don't play that move, Kari, 2 eyes.
I didn't see that. How did I not see that?
So you didn't see it all. Okay. In other words, you were lucky. Okay, she played here. I thought, and then I saw, I go, well, if I'm going to kill, which is my only chance of winning the game, I must play here. And it's a nice thick move. You come down. Okay. It's just, nothing to do here. I tried something, and you saw the net. Nice net. Atari, that doesn't work. There's just, so I went here, and it's still snapback. Atari, oh, sorry. Well, anyway, yeah. You play this way. I can't say Atari. Doesn't mean anything, just for viewers. Still a snapback. So I switched to this, thinking it might be most appropriate to resign, but there is something here. So let's do it.
And I was very surprised when you didn't connect at J13.
Yeah, that's a lot of points.
But I guess, yeah.
But that won't win me the game.
Yeah.
So threaten your corner. Like, okay, I'm going to connect or live. And you're like, this was brilliant, George. You're like, please go right ahead. I don't care if you live. That is another trap you didn't fall into. So I have to make good my threat. And this is me living, threatening, and you're like, that's not very big. Please, I'll just take the top. I really don't have much of a choice if I'm going to continue the game. Very pretty, George. Clean, big, flexible. I'm really trying to find some, can I do anything here? And I just wasn't seeing it. I want to play this move. The problem is there's some very serious Aji. Something dies. Yeah, just dead. So I can't do it. I do my monkey jump. And I want to test you here too. but there's just no way to pretend to live. So I got to go that way. I got to go that way. Take some points. And here I started gaining a bit.
Yeah.
Because I can't honey. So why are you honeying? Since I can't play there, it's only half value, because it's not like I get it or you get it. No, only you get it. But this was double.
And you've captured those stones, right? The Q9 stones, so it doesn't affect your health at all. Yeah.
So now, and this, another Gote.
Yeah.
It's Gote. I get this very nice in game. Another Gote. I get that one. I get that one.
Is there a reason why you didn't play the monkey jump there?
Yeah. Because of the shortage of liberties here.
Okay.
Now I am making an assumption, but let's take a look and do it. Atari. Atari.
Yeah. Nice.
So here, and you could do the same thing, Atari. So, I'll just run out. Atari. 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 Well, I can't Atari in this case, but right, there's never a time. So this is just I'm showing the technique, not the actual move here.
Sure.
So if you throw in, it's better for you. The points might work out the same. Then you come in here and we do that dance, and I'm still 15 points behind, which is 2 stones worth, and it's a 4-stone game. So yeah, I didn't gain a lot in this game. Good going, George.
Thanks, Lance. That's really fun.
I have seen 4 excellent games on your part. In between those games, I see something, not excellent, good, but not excellent. Well, we've seen, this was an excellent game. Very nice. Okay, viewers, catch you all later.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.